I'm glad you could make it. I am just doing a really simple update. Well, hopefully it's simple. This is just kind of an impromptu video that I'm just doing off of my phone because basically what I wanted to do was talk to you a little bit about the fact that I recently became monetized on February 13th. And it's not necessarily a really big deal. It's a matter of, I reached 1,000 subscribers. I have over 4,000 watch hours. And basically, I will try to break down the amount of money I've made. It's not a lot. I'm just starting out. I'm only up to like 1,027 subscribers as of February 26th. So, this is not an overnight success. This isn't a get-rich scheme. I've had this channel now for over 2 years. And for the most part, I haven't made any money whatsoever. I think I've made $15, in the last week. So it's not a lot, but it's a start. But what I wanted to say is that one of the things that is very important as you're going through and setting up your channel and creating your channel and then posting videos is to try to follow your information. You've got analytics that YouTube provides in the YouTube studio, and I'm just looking at them here on my phone. Basically, it's listing here that I've had 2 videos, I've had 2 live streams, and I'm still making lots of mistakes. I did a live stream on software-defined radio, and I made some mistakes using OBS Studio, which is a software I use to do live streaming. And so, mistakes do happen. And hopefully the analytics will help me learn from them. It does mention here, analytics are very important. I know with my channel, we'll just go through and look at them together here. I've got 2 videos this week, 2 live streams. Here's what I've been up to. It says 3,100 people have tuned in to me this week, which is not bad. To be quite honest, my watch hours have dropped somewhat. They were probably averaging 400 or more hours per month, which puts me in line to do well over 4,000 hours, and it's dropped a little bit. Most people do find me from external links. Number 2 is generally the YouTube search, and third is YouTube Home. So a lot of people are getting to me from external links, which is a very interesting metric here. And there's this idea. I think Rob the Maritimer, somebody that I follow a lot on YouTube, and he was talking about this concept of evergreen videos, which I thought was interesting. I had never heard that term before, but there's certain videos that people just keep watching way after they've been put out. And for me, for some reason, it's this video here, this 3 + 3 × 3 - 3 = what order of operations video that I put out months ago, and it still shows up as one of the top performers after all this time, which I find to be very interesting. Now, well, the other thing too is it says that I've had 35 likes, shares, comments. It gives you a good rundown of the numbers. It said I made $9.48 just in the last week. It says $12.92 so far this month. Actually, this might be a day old because it's saying I've got about $15 so far overall. But here's a game we can play together. Let's just do this. How many hours did people watch your videos last week? I think it's going to be low because I think my watch hours, the average has dropped down to like 339 for like the past 28 days. So I'm going to go with the 88.1. This video was watched the longest. The Tableau 4th generation unboxing and setup. Oh yeah, okay. That was one of my first attempts at doing an unboxing video and a setup video. So if you're interested in the Tableau, there's one to check out. So that's interesting that one was watched the longest. All right, check back next week. So some pretty interesting information. So I'm just go through some of the overall information that I've got here. from the phone, like an overview here. So the number of views seems like it's dropped off a little bit. It spikes. Generally, it spikes whenever I put out a new video. And recently, it's dropped off a little bit on Monday. Monday is normally when I will put out a new video. But you can see the top content over the last 28 days. This, and I guess I'll call it the evergreen video. I'm going to use Rob's terminology here, which maybe he got that from someone else. I don't know. But this 3 plus 3 times 3 minus 3, I've had 2.1 thousand views, 2,100 views in the last 28 days. That one keeps going to the top. And honestly, most of these other ones are older videos that I did weeks and months ago, which are still performing really well. But I think what we're going to find out as I go through this is that I bring in a lot of new viewers, but it's the retaining of viewers that's not necessarily where I'd like it to be. I'd like to get a good core of return viewers, which is one of the reasons why I made the switch. I had the channel was the math puzzle crash course, a few months ago, and I made the decision to change it over to Steve's Tech Tube because I do want to branch out into other areas and not just these quick, fun little math problems. And so I think that these little math problems bring people in, obviously, with 2,100 views, 1,000 views. They're great for that, but they're not really great for retaining people coming back over and over. Now, the real-time views in the last 48 hours, I've had 957, and I do have one little simple algebra problem here that seems to be doing pretty well, 238 views with that. So that's pretty interesting. The watch time, see, I had that number memorized, 339. It says it's about the same as usual. I know normally it's been more like 380, 390. The magic number is like 333.333 repeating on, because if you take one of the requirements is you need to have 1,000 subscribers and you need to have 4,000 watch hours over the last 365 days. Well, in order to get 4,000 watch hours over the last year, you need to average 333.3 hours per month. Because if you multiply that out by 12, you'll get your 4,000. So I always watch this number to make sure that I'm staying above the 333.3, and you can see I'm pretty close. So I definitely need to work on content, that's for sure. I'm not going to deny that. I've got some videos, maybe this one included. I'm putting this one out pretty quickly. There's not a lot of, I'm basically not doing any editing here. So it's just raw. And sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't. But, subscribers, I've got plus 47. That's about normal, honestly, for a typical 28-day period or month period. Anywhere from 40 to 50 is about normal for me, honestly. Estimated revenue. So this is the one that everybody's always interested in because they want to know how many thousands of dollars, us crazy YouTubers make. And you can see here, I've made, I've only made like $15.03 since I first got monetized, which, let's see, I don't know if I can even do that from my phone. February 15th, I've made $1.04. February 19th, only 98 cents. Oh, February 24th looks like my best day ever, $2.11. So, I mean, these are some realistic numbers. So I just, I want people to understand that when you're starting out, you hear about all the famous people out there who are making all this money, and there are people who do really well. But for the majority of us, it does take time. This isn't an overnight success story whatsoever. And then, top earning content. I've got to love it. My little evergreen video here has brought in $1.65. So that seems to be my best performer. It says previous 2 days processing. So that's kind of where it at. So it gives me the breakdown. These are all the math videos, honestly, because that's really where this all got started. Now the Tableau, I'm actually impressed that one has done as well as it has, because that was my first real attempt at getting into something outside of math, the mathematics problems and so on. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at. I just wanted to let everybody know and update everybody that I am monetized. I may try to do a little more in-depth video, hopefully do a little bit of video editing as well. But I just wanted to give a quick update, let you guys know where it's at. This has gone on over 10 minutes, which is way more than it needed to be probably. But if you've stuck this out so far, I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who's subscribed. And I will definitely feel free to ask me any questions you want to ask, and I'll do my best to help. I'm definitely not an expert at a lot of this stuff. I'm learning as I go, but I'm always willing to help. So have a great day, everyone, and see you later.